I am shy. In elementary school, for a play about a safari, everyone else was an animal. I was grass. I've never asked a question in a large lecture hall. You can find me hidden in the corner of any exercise class. I'll apologize if you bump into me. I'll accept every pamphlet you hand out on the street. I've always rolled my shopping cart back to its place of origin. If there's no more half and half on the counter at the coffee shop, I'll drink my coffee black. If I sleep over, the blankets will look like they've never been touched. I've never thrown my own birthday party. I'll put on 3 sweaters before I ask you to turn on the heat. I'm okay with losing board games. I stuff my coins haphazardly into my purse to avoid holding up the checkout line. When I was little, I wanted to grow up and become a mascot, so I'd have the freedom to dance without being seen. I was the only elementary school student to be elected as a conflict manager 2 years in a row. My job was to wear a green vest every recess, patrolling the playground. If anyone had an unsolvable dispute, they'd find me and I'd teach them about iMessages, such as, I feel blank when you blank. Once, a kindergartner approached me, said everyone got 10 seconds on the tire swing, but when she swung, kids counted 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat. And when the boys swung, they counted 1 hippopotamus, 2 hippopotamus, longer turns. I declared from that day forward, everyone would count 1 tiger, 2 tiger. My whole life I've counted in tigers. I introduce myself here because in the story I'm about to tell, I begin with no name or identity, no character traits or behaviors assigned to me. I was found as a half-naked body, alone and unconscious. No wallet, no ID. Policemen were summoned. A Stanford dean was awakened to come see if he could recognize me. Witnesses asked around. Nobody knew who I belonged to, where I'd come from, who I was. My memory tells me this. On Saturday, January 17th, 2015, I was living at my parents' house in Palo Alto. My younger sister, Tiffany, a junior at Cal Poly, had driven 3 hours up the coast for the long weekend. She usually spent her time at home with friends, but occasionally she'd give some of that time to me. In the late afternoon, the 2 of us picked up her friend Julia, a Stanford student, and drove to the Arrastradero Preserve to watch the sun spill its yolk over the hills. The sky darkened. We stopped at a taqueria. We had a heated debate about where pigeons sleep, argued about whether more people fold toilet paper into squares, me, or simply crumple it, Tiffany. Tiffany and Julia mentioned a party they were going to that evening at Kappa Alpha on the Stanford campus. I paid little attention, ladling green salsa into a teeny plastic cup. Later that night, my dad cooked broccoli and quinoa, and we reeled when he presented it as quinoa. It's quinoa, Dad. How do you not know that? We ate on paper plates to avoid washing dishes. 2 more of Tiffany's friends, Colleen and Treya, arrived with a bottle of champagne. The plan was for the 3 of them to meet Julia at Stanford. They said, "You should come." I said, "Should I go? Would it be funny if I went?" I'd be the oldest one there. I rinsed in the shower, singing, sifted through wads of socks looking for undies, found a worn polka-dotted triangle of fabric in the corner. I pulled on a tight, charcoal gray dress, a heavy silver necklace with tiny red stones, an oatmeal cardigan with large brown buttons. I sat on my brown carpet, lacing up my coffee-colored combat boots, my hair still wet in a bun. Our kitchen wallpaper is striped blue and yellow. An old clock and wooden cabinets line the walls, the door frame marked with our heights over the years, a small shoe symbol drawn if we were measured while wearing them. Opening and closing cabinet doors, we found nothing but whiskey. In the refrigerator, the only mixers were soy milk and lime juice. The only shot glasses we had were from family trips, Las Vegas, Maui, back when Tiffany and I collected them as little cups for our stuffed animals. I drank the whiskey straight, unapologetically, freely, the same way you might say, sure, I'll attend your cousin's bar mitzvah on the one condition that I'm hammered.